Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. Welcome back. Today we are going to do the cover to our interactive journal. And I saved this for last because we're not doing this in the typical way that, we would normally do a junk journal. We're going totally off the wall. So I did finish that very last page and put it in. And all it is, it's a bag closure. A little holder there, and I did put a few things in there, so that ended the inside. I can't get the thing to close right. It figures. There. Now we're on the outside. So the first thing I want to tackle is this spine, because this may take us a little bit. Now I've got to have some place or some way to. Oops, you go right back in there. I pulled out my hot glue gun because we're going to need it. Maybe this will sit. All right, that will give us, all I did was set it in my ashtray, or my trash can. So that will give us a little ways, a little something to play with. But I wanted to come this way with this. And I'm not worried if it's got a straight edge or not. I did have, there they are. But I do want to make, cut it straight. I don't want to leave it jagged, but, if it's not going to be absolutely straight, I'm okay with that. Let me come up to here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and glue this side down. And instead of using, well, yeah, we can use regular glue for this. Because we're doing the whole front totally probably out of y'all's comfort zone. But it's going to be okay. We are going to rock this. All right, so there's one side. Now I need to do the same thing over here on this side. And yes, they are going to overlap in the middle. Don't worry about it. We got this. Now, putting this one to go this way. And I couldn't tell whether there was a top or a bottom or what on this, so I just assume that this is the top. Cut. I don't want to pull out my fabric scissors with this. Let me see if these will do it. These probably will. Yep, should have used those to begin with. Now, we've got these two, but we've got, this double seam. Now, I was thinking about maybe this down the middle, but I don't know. Or I could do something smaller down the middle, and that is definitely smaller. That's for sure. But it doesn't need to go all the way to the top because we're going to do something up here. So let's do this one. Now this time we're going to have to use our glue gun. And this one's hopefully been heating up. Now they do, if you're nervous about using a glue gun because it is hot. Come on, sit up there. That doesn't want to sit right. Lay down then. They have these little things. They come in a set of 3, and you can get them at the Dollar Tree. That's where I found them. And they will fit on your fingers. They will fit on, so that you're not dealing with the hot glue part. But we're going to deal with the hot glue part. Now, push that back. Come on, you get in there. This is an old glue gun, so just bear with me. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue down, and then I'm going to put that part just up there. and then come down with some more. If this will go in there. Come on. I'll push it down with that. Come on, you need to set. The one thing I like about using hot glue is when it dries before any other glue. And it will hold. Why are you messing up like that? Of course, I'm on camera. And right on down. Now I take that, and it doesn't, yes, I can feel some warmth through there, but you see, I'm not feeling the heat. Now you will have different little strings that come along with the glue gun, but that's normal. That's to be expected. Now, come here. I'm going to trim this off. Now, you notice we didn't go all the way up here, and there's a reason. You know, just a second. Let me grab it. And I need to put a hole up there. So, in fact, that's a good thing. With this, I can do it either way. But, I might have to open this up in order to get to that center part. And I need to come in just, is that, oh, just a tad, there. Now, I have a hole. A little bit higher than what I wanted, but it's there. That's all I worry about. See, what is this? See, that's not going to cover all of that. So, I need to put something under this. Ooh. We could cap it. We could cap it just like that. Not all the way down. Maybe. Or, what else do I have over here? I've got one of these. No. That's too much. Let's see what else we got. And yes, I did that on purpose so that, you know, y'all can see that sometimes it only needs a little bit, and you've got something that will cover it. I don't want black. I could actually do the pink. I've got a darker pink. No, I don't like that one. What else is in here? What else is in here? Oh, dee-doo-dee-doo. Let's see. We got a bow. We could actually do a bow up there. Or yeah, I think we're going to do a bow. Yeah, I think we're going to do a bow. But we're going to have to tuck it up underneath what we're using. I'll take a little bow out. Now, where's my thing here? This is one of Tim Holtz's little gadget things. So, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put it through that hole. Now, before I seat it all the way down, so I can see where I'm going to put this bow right under it. Maybe right over it. Oh, I like that. Okay, that'll work. So, first things first, I'm going to come in here and spread that down. Now, I can come in here with a piece of washi tape or something and cover that, which we'll probably do later. But right now, we are working on our cover. Not worried about anything but our cover right now. Oop. Sit. some things just don't behave. Now, run down just a touch. Because see, this is where our spine dangle's gonna be from. Okay. Enough of our spine. That's good enough. So we can push all that away. Now, on the front, I had, see, I was thinking about this. Just putting that center and then doing something around it. Maybe going this way with this, well, this way. And then come in with the other one. And, oh, that's that way. I would go that way. And then fill in with flowers. Or, I had just a piece of this somewhere. I don't know where it went to. Oh, there was a piece I cut off. Well, I know I had it somewhere up here. Did I drop it? No. So where did it go? It just up and disappeared. I bet you. Well, you know what? We'll do another one. We will do another one. No big deal. So, what I had in mind was trimming it to fit in between here. So, to do that, let me see these. These seem to be a bit sharper. I'm going to cut around this motif here and come down completely, cut this one in half. Okay, move that one out of the way. And then on this side, do the same thing. Come up the center here. It's so nice to have a pair of scissors that don't cut into your hand or hurt your thumb when you're working with them. There. I don't want it all the way over here, but then I don't want it all the way here either. So, what we are going to do is, I'm going to start by putting a line down here, and this is where I'm going to set the edge of my lace. Now, just because it didn't go all, my lace didn't go all the way to the top, doesn't mean I can't just rub that and that part there will come off. Of course, it will stick to your fingers. Before I do anything else, let me put my lid on this because we probably won't be using this. Because we're going to stick to using our glue gun today. This is something we all usually have, and some of us are afraid to use it because of the heat problem. You know, they're afraid of getting burned, which is why we go to the Dollar Tree, and if you can't find them in the store, see if they will order some. Because I know if there was enough of you that needed them, you could go in together and just buy a case of them. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, next step. I picked out stuff to go on top. I picked out a lot of stuff. These are Prima Swallowtail butterflies, jeweled butterflies from the Azure collection. I thought those were gorgeous. I have, you know those big iris cases that have the cases like these inside? There's like 16 of them. I've got 2 of them that's got nothing but flowers. And they're, you know, they're flowers like these. A lot of them are Prima, some are regulars, but this is what, and I went through and pulled a bunch of them. I think these are the last 2 I have of these. These are also Prima. These are the Lavender Julienne. ones. Then I picked out all of these here and one dark green leaf. Now, other than those, y'all know that I love getting junk jewelry, and I will cut those things apart, and guess what? We have a bunch of them. We've got a lot here to use, but I got this one here. Where's my... All right, where did it go? I had one here. I know I did. Well, no, it's missing. Everything I was pulling is now missing. It was right in here. Am I looking in the wrong place? Well, oh, there it is. I have a bulb pin. And what this is, this came off of an old earring. Just like that. And that's all it is. But that's going to be the dangle for our closure. So, let me set that up there. So this is going here. And I'll just put that on the one side of it. The side that does not have your ribbon on it. And there's our little dangle for that. Just a touch of something. Now for the spine, there was this one here that I made a while back. See if I can find out where the... And it's just a bunch of little things, but it looked so cute. And I thought it would be perfect for this one. Come on. There we go. See, that looks good. Now, to our front. So this may take a little bit. So grab yourself a cup of coffee, tea, whatever, because now we're going to start decorating. And like I said, this is the way I do memory albums, and you know, I've learned this from Genevieve over at Genevieve Designs. I watched her, and she does some beautiful stuff. All I'm doing here is taking out this thick, trying to cut part of this real thick part of the leaf so that it will lay straight and flat. And I've got something to build upon. Now, the leaf is going to be my base. I just need to know which way I'm wanting to put it. That'll look good. I'll put down my glue. And there, my leaf is down. Put a little bit under these leaves. Just to keep them in place. And to make sure it lays flat. Good enough. Now, from what we have, we need to decide. Let me move some of these out of the way. Move those out, move those out. I know I'll need these. And I need something long and slender. This will do. I'm going to use the round part here. And I'll show you why. So now we need to figure out how we're going to place our flowers. Got that one. I may use all these. I may not use all these, but I do love that blue. We could come that way, and then we can tuck these in underneath. We've got a few other blue ones. We've got pink ones. I don't want to put all the blue up there. Let's bring some down here. But now we've got these. And these are the ones for that piece of wire. And this is why we have this one. We have... All I'm going to do is I'm going to twist it around there. Pull it out. And now we've got a tendril. Just that easy. Just that easy. And there's a pink one here too. So, I wrap these around. And there is that one. So we have those. Now I thought we have these. I could have sworn that I had another element in here, but I do not see it. Well, it's probably like everything else today. It's got up and walked off. That's okay. We got enough to work with here. So let's start getting some of these down. This will probably be our main flower here. So put some glue and stick that right down there. I'm not worried that there's space under here. We want that space under there. Now come in here with the next one, and I'm going to tuck it up underneath that one. See, that's where our space comes in that we need. I may need another. All right, this one here, I think instead of right that far down, let's come up just a little bit. Just like that, because I want to put something else behind here, which will probably be the blue one here. Put the blue right there. Yeah, I can put the blue one there. Right behind that pink. Just so it pokes out there a little bit. Now, got this one here. I'm going to wedge it up under that one. What is, oh, we don't need that up there. Now, we've got this blue one. Now, this one will be a little bit different because we're going to stick this one right at the edge of that leaf, just like that. We have this one. This one can go on the edge of that upper leaf. And you're thinking, but, you know, Shelby, you're leaving gaps. I know I'm leaving gaps. I need the gaps. We are going to use the gaps. All right, pull out all these other little flowers. What do we got here? That one's pretty. That one will go right there. See how easy it is when you've got your hot glue? You can go ahead and put your flower where you want it and then come in and don't have to worry about putting glue down. Then when we get in, it's just a big hassle that way. So now our little teeny ones. Here, here, here. You're going there. And, you know, take your time. If you're unsure, don't rush. Take your time. Because once you put these babies down, they're there. They're going to stay. This is that purple one. Wonder if, yeah, we can do him there. Push that in a little bit. Now, I'm going to put these up here that I still have to find places for. And yes, these are a lot of flowers, but it's okay. It's okay to have a lot of flowers. You know, I don't want that one up there. I want that one down there. Because this one, I think, it needs to set off just a little bit of color somewhere else. Yellow, where are we going to put? We can put yellow up right up underneath this one. Just like that. It can be peeking out. Now our final one, our pink, I'm going to raise that up just, we can end it off down here. Now, we're still not through, because now we have these goodies, and I don't know which to use, so which ones I was going to use. I just pulled a bunch of them out. Now, the key to these things are to tuck them. You want to, oh, if I can get it out, you want to tuck these under places. And they don't have to be under there with the flowers. They can be wherever you want to tuck it in. But I do like it right there. Sort of right on the cusp, so to speak. I'll lift that up. Now you do have to be careful with the metal parts because they do get hot. You know, they're not like with the flowers and stuff. I found this thing, and it's got a little dangle to it, which I just love. But I don't know if I'm going to use it or if I'm just going to... No, I don't think I'm going to. So we're down to the rest of these. I love those little things. And you can tuck them here and there, anywhere you need just a little, ooh, look at that, you know, type deal. That's too far under there. But I do like that right there. So down goes the glue and tuck it right up under there. Look at that, she just peeks out. Oh, I've got a purple. A purple would be gorgeous. But let's see what else we got. We have one of these. We could put, ooh, I forgot we had this space over here. We could tuck that to where it comes out. No, that's not it. Ooh, what about a pink? We could put a pink in there. Do we want pink or do we want something a little darker? Ooh, that looks gorgeous. All right, now see, this has an indentation in the middle. So what we want to try to do is to get it in different areas around that lip before we tuck it in and then press it down. There, it's not going anywhere. See, anything else we want to tuck around here? There's a whole bunch of different things we can put in here. Ooh, what about this one? Would that one go up under there? Look at that. That works. And this is all old jewelry. Some thrift stores will sell you a whole bag of this stuff for next to nothing. I do have this one here, but I think that may be overkill. I think that's where we're going to stop, except for maybe a butterfly. We do have a butterfly, and I did want to use it. Put it right there. Put it right there. The rest of these I can put away. Okay, dokie. Now, I'm going to turn my glue gun off. And then the next part is to go through and see if there are any little hairs sticking up. You see here, do I have any more? I don't see any more. That one right there. Okay, now, these I can put away. This here, we need to shorten this. So, what I'm going to do is, because, you know, we are done now. We do not need all of this ribbon on here. Come on now, come off. You're supposed to just pull and come out. Why are you messing? There we go. Now, I want this to be a little looser. Just a tad. I mean, I can't see what I'm doing. All right, come on. That's it. I got it off now. So to tie this, I'm going to turn this way. Now, I'm going to come under here. And then through here. I am leaving some give room, you know, some wiggle room here. I'm not putting it totally tight. But when I get it like that, then I can pull it off, then I can tie it in a knot. And then from your knot, you can do an easy one-petal bow. Just keep working with it till you get it to where you want it. That will be sufficient. That will work. And turn this back around. Connect that. Leave a little bit of a tail. And then we will trim that. And this goes back in our box so that we can use it as a tag on another one. But this is it. She is done. What do y'all think? Do you like? I know this is a little out of everybody's comfort zone. And not everybody has these flowers. But you can find them in Hobby Lobby. You can find them in Michael's. You can find them online. It's not that you can't find them. It's just that a lot of people are too afraid. They see them. It's like, oh, those are so pretty, but I don't know how to use them. So they do not get them. Take a chance. Buy a set. You know, I think they're like, the least I paid is, I think, $2.99 for some at Hobby Lobby. And I've seen them up to $7 and $8, depending on the style and the brand name. But yeah, that's it. Our next video, we will do a walkthrough of this little lady. And we will see everything that we have done to her. So, if you've enjoyed doing the front cover with me, give me a thumbs up. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I do have an Etsy store. If I can, sometimes it will let me add it to my description. Sometimes I have to wait. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. I will do my best to put it in the description. If not, I know several videos ago, it's in the description there. So take a chance, go over and look at it. There'll be new things coming in soon. And until we do the walkthrough, I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. So until then, bye guys.